that can shelter the way I storm on your weekends. I'm not interested or wanna form an allegiance. I'm simply captivated on how you more my achievements. One screw away from feeling I'm gonna lose it. So who's to blame if I cultivated a movement? Stupid claims I'm a lunatic and I'm clueless, but you'll rule the day when I'm doing this for amusement. Preparation means opportunity, yes. Being great, there's ambiguity, yes. Too much at stake for your foolery, this a test. Keep on hating, it's fuel to me, I ain't stressed. You gonna stop me? Well, ain't that so? Ain't nothing gonna block me from the pain I know. You have no other choice but to watch me reap the flames I grow. You probably think that I'm ungodly, but I ain't that though. But I ain't here to fight fair. I got everything to lose. Cheat codes, I'm flattered, but I don't need those. I ain't playing by the rules. I ain't playing with you. Show me what these hands are doing.
It's the NFL on EA Sports. And up next is the Texans' superstar wide receiver. Big plays follow him around.
Now the kicker, that's Cameron Dicker, set to get us started. And we are underway in Southern California. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020, the man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
After seeing what he did last week, throwing 4 touchdown passes, I had to go to my thesaurus to try and come up with some great words for what he did. I'm still coming up blank. He was scintillating.
I'm going simple. I don't have your thesaurus. I'm going dynamite. He was dynamite.
I'll take it.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Herbert. And his throw here's incomplete. The Chargers had 11-2 now, and they've gone a full couple of months now since their last loss. Winners of 8 in a row.
And we always talk about how a team has to play complementary football in order to really be a good squad. But I think in this league, if your offense isn't playing really well as this one is, you're not going to run off this kind of a streak.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Herbert off of play action. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 36. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. That's going to be taken in by Downs. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far in the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown, Chargers. A great play there. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Chargers are on the board first here this afternoon. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here come the Texans now for their first drive. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Now a 2nd and 10. Stroud looking to throw. Got his man, Dell. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. A huge play there for Houston. 46 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
1st and 10, it's Stroud. And got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Take Dell from 19 yards away. And the Texans are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open to the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Extra point up and good by Dicker, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Heading back out, the Chargers offense. We get a peek at the playoff picture in the AFC. And the division title, that's out of reach. We know that. This is as good a spot, Charles, as they're going to get. That first wild card and the number 5 overall seed.
Partner's not out of the question, especially with the 7 seeds that they have now in the playoffs.
Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it, and he'll bring this one back to the 29. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football, because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. They'll have very good starting field position here as they try to break our tie, and they start 1st and 10. And they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. That's complete. It's Collins. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And down inside the 15 he goes.
Holding offense.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And Stroud now to throw. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a 1st down.
They're just going to run a drive route here with their tight end. Let him get upfield about 10 yards and then move toward the middle of the field. This ball's right on target, and it results in a 1st down.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. From 17 yards out, and the Texans have taken the lead. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good, we're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. Extra point try now from Dicker. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. A drive there of just 4 plays, and it results in the Texans finding the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We were watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complimentary piece in the last game. You know, they were able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complimentary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 46. Herbert now. That complete to Downs. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Under a minute to go, clock running, and a back-and-forth first quarter of play. On 2nd down, here's Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Called a gain of 3 on the play. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. He's got his target. That's complete. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Allen's first catch. Good for a 1st down. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. Charger football to start quarter number 2. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great effort there with his 14th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive. And how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Extra point by York is up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on. Both sides moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. Here's Stroud. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. Just a gain of a couple there, and that'll make it second down. Here goes Stroud again. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. Stroud to throw it. This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Brown. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape, and that is not going to get it done. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And this one is right through. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. They work now on 2nd and 9. A handoff as they run the counter play. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. On third down, they'll try and run for it on the draw. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 72 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On first down, it's Herbert. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Herbert operating from the red zone. Locates Williams along the sideline. Pass is complete. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down. Herbert back to the air. Now he's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chargers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. York now for the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17. That time, a 9-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Texans with the football here late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a 1-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Stroud's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target. And that's a whole shred of defense. And anytime you see a kicker trot out and try to run for 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through. And that one winds up no good.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. But he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty as we have reached the intermission. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. We'll start up in the Mile High City, an AFC matchup between New York and Denver. And it's the Broncos who have the lead at halftime. A touchdown run there for Javonte Williams. Next, we head off to check out another game. And you can see they have the lead over the visiting Seahawks. Brandon Cooks, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's get to the Windy City, see what's happening with the Bears at home at Soldier Field. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Raiders. Justin Fields leading the way there as the win gets his guys back to 500 on the year.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter three? And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Texans going to take over here to start quarter number 3. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now he's getting the ball to start the second half. How about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together, come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Now Stroud. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Stroud on third down now. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play there on the catch and run. 38 yards. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now
it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Chargers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Charger drive about to get going. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Gets around him, and getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 83 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Shifts by him, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP time.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. Play action. It's Herbert. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Back to throw here, Herbert. That is caught. Touchdown, Allen! Mike Williams, 30 yards. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Marcus Jones, a return man. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Texans offense set to regain possession. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
The second down throw now from Stroud. His throw incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And now another one thrown incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively, and you're at that point of the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. The attention shifts back to Justin Herbert and the Chargers offense. And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter? And continue to encourage his offensive line to continue to give him time.
They were really good on the last drive. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the 4th quarter. Well, they run the option here on 1st and 10. And he'll take it down shy of 45 at the 46. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a 2nd down. Here's a give up the middle. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. They'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 45-yard line.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So 8 yards on the completion there, and now it's 3rd and 3. Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And this Texans defense stands tall. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, listen, go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 7. Stroud. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Stroud. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
I can put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender. But you also have to give your own guy a chance, too.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And not much running room. Down to the 32. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. York able to send this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This fielded right at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. And here comes the Texans now. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. Let's see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 27 yards there, a 1st down. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
On 1st down, here's Stroud.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Now this throw caught left side, and he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 34-yard line. Here goes Stroud again. Catch is made. It's Schultz on the out route. Touchdown, Houston. Dalton Schultz, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit. You tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with a minute 56 to go. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. So Stroud and the Texans down by 7, a minute 46 to go. A possible crippling loss to their playoff status in the balance, barring a late score. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Here's second and a yard. Stroud to throw it. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Here's Stroud. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now Stroud. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Stroud. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Collins. A big play looming on third down. Here's Stroud. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout as he'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Here we go on fourth down. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Stroud looks to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. This one came right down to the wire. And CD, they had that one final chance to try to navigate their way into the end zone, but couldn't get it done to avoid the loss.
Yeah, and how about the defense there? Because while they had one final look at the end zone, the defense made sure they knew what they were doing on the last play, executed it flawlessly, and no flags. Because remember, if there's a defensive penalty,